Hello family, welcome. Today's video is all about laundry, how to keep your jeans new and not lose color, how to keep your whites white, how not to stretch your t-shirts and to make them lose color. If that's something that you're interested, please continue watching. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another vlog. Today is laundry day, like laundry day. As you saw, these piles of clothes on the couch. I've already washed the boys' things. I've washed some of our clothes also, and now in the washer there's like beddings. So when I it's a laundry day, like this is something that I try to do like every once a month, to make sure that I wash up everything. So because it's something that I do once, it's when now I also wash my white things. I also wash my jeans. I also wash the t-shirts. So those are things that I like washing by hand. I don't like putting them in the washing machine, because I feel like when you put white things in the washing machine, they just comes out dirty because of um the dust from the machine filters. Doesn't matter how much you want to clean the filters, I just feel like it doesn't work for me. So that is white. And as for the jeans, I also don't like putting them in the washing machine, because I feel like they lose the quality. One, two, I also feel like they might lose color, something that I don't know. But yeah, you can correct me in the comment section, but I just don't wash that in the washing machine. And the third thing that I do not wash in the washing machine is the t-shirts. I feel like if I put t-shirts in the washing machine, they stretch and they also lose quality. So to keep all these things clean and fresh and new for years, I prefer washing them by hand. So that's why I do this at least once a month. It depends how many t-shirts we wore that month, how many white outfits we wore that month. It all, it gets to this day, like once in a month I make sure that I wash all these three things that I said that I don't put in the washing machine. I do wash during the week, but this is just to make sure that everything else is clean, right? So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the tips that I use to keep my whites white and new, and also to keep my jeans new, jeans that we have had for years, literally. And yeah, so the first thing that I like to do when I'm washing white things, I always soak them in water. In water, the washing powder, as you can see, there's a washing powder there. I also use this bar soap. So I'll first put the water, the washing powder, and then eventually now I do this process that I'm doing now, which is kuchumba mulola. So I just going through with the bar soap, and the bar soap that I'm specifically using in here on this video is called Viva. This is one thing that I trust very much, and it's something that I've been using for years. Because I feel like sunlight, it's also a very good option, and you can go for it. But the only reason that I don't like sunlight is because of I feel like lately, these years, it has fits, some sort of fits. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like if I were to use it the same process that I'm doing here, it will be like oily. The whole place will be oily, like the water, the sides of the basin, and things like that. Something that I don't like very much, and I feel like when I'm done rinsing and everything, I still feel like the thing is dirty for some reason. So hence I diverted to Viva. And this is a technique that I learned from my mom for years, like for the my whole life. She would use sunlight then, and then the sunlight that they used to use then was a very proper sunlight, because like nappies that I used, my brother used, my sister used, my all my siblings used, because of what? Because of sunlight. Sunlight used to keep everything clean and fresh. Yep. Back to the video. So the second tip that I like, applying or using when I'm washing my white things is um to make sure that I rinse um all these things thoroughly, like until the water is clear, crystal clear. Then I know that everything is ready. You might be confused why I have different colors in there. I have my shirts different colors, the blue and the white, the blue that you see under there. But it's mostly because my husband's shirts are also not very dirty. So it's just the only place that I concentrate on is just the neckline, the collar. The collar, the underarm, as the pockets inside the pocket. Remember when we were in school? If you just wash your shirt just like that and leave it, it will look very dirty. On like all the dirt, all the dust will go to the pocket. So it's one of the reasons why I don't put these things in the washing machine. So that's why I use hands, and it's a very good exercise because by the time I finished washing my legs and my arms, yeah, so that's why you see the colors that are kind of mixed up. It's not really a bad thing, but yeah, like I said, they are not really that dirty. The point here is just to make sure that if there's stains on the white stuff, I take them out, and I'll go over and over that stain with the Viva soap until it comes out. You see, it's clear. If you can rewind, you'll see what I did there. There was a black stain, but I kind of worked it out. Right. Here comes my favorite, but not really my favorite part, which is rinsing. I don't like this part because of the carrying of water back and forth. But if you have someone helping you, like bringing water for you, I love it because, yeah, it's just easier than when you are initially washing. Because when you first touch, you still have to fight with the stains and everything. But here, everything just goes in smooth. Just rinse next. So on here, I am just also taking, how do you say, like inside out, so that when we put our stay soft, the stay soft particles or whatever there is in the stay soft just stays on the inside of the clothing, and it's not on the outside. Sometimes stay soft, I feel like it also has some kind of dirty kind of particles that it leaves because of its thickness. So when you do the inside out method, it's a lot easier. Whatever is left on the inside, so it will not be on top of the t-shirt or the dress or whatever the case is. So now, as you can see, that's how the first water looks. Okay, so the first water, then I went into the bucket, that is the second, and then the third, now it's gonna be in this blue basin, because now we are just making sure that everything is clean. And I just love this part because it's just really so very satisfying. So this is the shirt that I was talking about, the pocket thing. So I'll make sure I'll go in the pocket and just wash everything, like take it inside out also, and just shake it. As you can see from the video, in case there's anything that fell in there, whether it's dust or whatever the situation is, it might just come out. So that, because white, if there's anything, there's some sort of dust, some sort of anything, and then you iron that shirt will look otherwise, like you're really, I think this trick all of us we learned in school. If you had a white shirt or any other shirt, and yeah, So that is how I keep my whites white. And now we are moving on in the next part, which is how I keep my jeans, keep their color one and keep them new for years. So that's what we're gonna see in the next part. Last but certainly not least, another tip that I almost forgot, guys, is to make sure that you clean your washing line. So get a wet cloth, wet it in some sort of washing powder or anything like that. Um, Clean the washing line because you'll never know what happened there, especially if it's a rainy season, because now the line, which is in most cases is made up of wires, might be rusting, or the beds peed and pooped on the thing, on the line. So those are just also measures that you just want to make sure that you get it right. You don't want to take out your things off the line and they have these yellow lines. Yeah, so that is basically what you saw me doing, and now I'm just putting everything on the line. Tell me something. Am I the only one that, I don't know, like they should be? My husband complains. He just puts anything anyway. But in my case, I love putting things in some sort of order. If it's shirts, shirts. If it's dresses, dresses. As you can see, t-shirts, t-shirts, long sleeve, short sleeve, short sleeve. Am I the only one that does that? Please let me know in the comment section. Right, now we move on. Now we move on to the jeans and the t-shirt and the two shirts that you see in there. The reddish one, the very thin checker, is white and red, and the other one is also maroon and red black. So these shirts, they are a little bit new. So one thing that I noticed is that the color comes off. So basically, the tip to that, if you have something that it's like that loses color, is to wash it in the dirtiest water that you can ever find. After doing your laundry, that's when you put in those, whatever it's a dress, whatever the case is, anything that shades color. So make sure that you wash it in water that is very, very dirty, like the last water. That's where you want to wash it. This will help to retain the color. I don't know how, but this is just a trick that I grew up with. My mama taught me about it. The other way that you can do that, in fact, the second time you wash, you can do the same, but on the third attempt, you'll notice that the color is not coming out. So besides washing it in dirty clothes, the other method or the other trick that you can try is to wash it in salt. Not even wash, like soak it in salt inside out. So the salt in the water must be dissolved. You can use, mostly it's but I think they both work. It's the big coarse salt and also the fine salt. So but I prefer the big coarse salt. So make sure that you dissolve the salt, and then now you put in your jean or your shirt or anything that shades color. So it's the same method that I went for here. The jeans, I just make sure that I just wash by the legs there and the waist. Those are the key areas that I just pay attention to. Now we move on to the t-shirts. The t-shirts mostly the underarm, the collar, and yeah, those are the parts that I mostly concentrate on. By concentrating on, I mean like thoroughly, constantly rubbing the thing together. Yeah, that's what I mean. So if you want to keep your jeans, if you want to keep your t-shirts, if you want to keep your shirts genuinely new, not have them lose color, those are the two tricks that I you must try. If there is another trick that you know of, please let me know in the comment section. I really appreciate that. I'd love to learn from you too, because we are a community over here. We are here to learn. And when it comes to rinsing the jeans and anything that loses color, you don't want to go overboard. So you just put it in the second water. And this jean that I'm here washing, it's for my son. It's barely new. It's very, very new. He has not worn it. That is just the first time I'm doing that. And that's the culture that I do. Everything that I realize the color will come off, I just do wash that first before I even, you know, make him wait or anybody else wait. So, but it's also just natural. If you're getting something from the shop, you don't just wait, you have to wash it. That is just, I feel like everybody knows that. But yeah, if you don't know, it's because you don't know how many people were there with that thing in the fitting room to trace it. It fell from the manufacturer. You just don't know what happened. This is how you end up with funny reactions from your face to your body, and all that. So just make sure that you wash anything that you buy from the shop. Okay, so if you watched up to this far, guys, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing and make sure that you like this video. The final tip for these jeans, t-shirts, and everything else, you hang these in the shade. Okay, partially shaded area. You don't want to put them straight in the sun, because also the sun is going to burn them and they'll lose color, so you didn't help anything. So you have to put them like in a shaded area. Then they just dry very well. Right, so now from there, my husband at this point took the boy with, and they drove out. So we were supposed to go for a car wash. We were supposed to go for a car wash when he comes back. But I'm like, oh, let me meet my husband halfway in his pocket. I'll do the deed myself. I know there's like 3% of guys that watch my videos on YouTube, but please, guys, don't judge me and don't laugh at me, okay? It's only later on I realized the window, if you can see right here on my right, the window was slightly open. So as I was doing this that you see me doing, some of the water got into the car. Yeah, guys, so this is the car that I drive. I drive a Passo, and it's a 2008 model. Very, 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 very efficient car. Very, very small. Not very, very small, but it's a lightweight car. Perfect for business. Perfect for business. I can't tell you how many times taxi drivers have stopped me to ask if I'm selling it and things like that. Why? Because of its fuel consumption. This car is very, very good on fuel. When we were still a young couple after getting married for 4 years, we could travel in this thing. Once it reached Katima, like 1,300 kilometers from here, we risked it. We took it because if you Google it, will be told no, you can't drive long distance with that thing. It's not good for the highway. But yeah, it took us places. So this baby is my baby, and I'm not selling my baby. But mostly this car is for business. Um, I just wanted also to share with you guys that if you are into business and you're looking for a car like to buy, Make sure that you buy a car that is good on fuel, a car that is cheap to service. Even if you have to buy the service kit, it should be like under 1,000. So I think my husband then, I can't remember how much he used to charge, but it was maybe one. Okay, let me leave that one. But yeah, get something that it's doable and things like that. Not things like that. It's doable and you can have good control of it. Because this car also, it's not so big like the outside shape. When you're in the driver's seat, there isn't much distance between you and the front, so you can clearly see when you're maneuvering. It's good for maneuvering. It's good on maneuvering. It's good for on fuel. Um, I just don't know. You might think it's just my car and I'm here overpraising it, but it's you have to look, you have to shop for a car that won't give you problems. This car we've had it for 6 years now, but it has never given us any problems. This was like our very first car. Before we got married, we bought this car. So, yay! Yeah, guys, don't laugh. You see, I had to go in with a broom because now I don't know what my husband uses when he's here cleaning this car. There's supposed to be a vacuum. It's only now I'm remembering, yeah, it's a vacuum that he usually do this with. So I'm like, I'm gonna clean it like I'm in the house, brah. So this was a very good Saturday. But can you believe that after doing all this hard work, the rain just had to come and just ruin everything? And when the rain, this color is not a very nice color because the moment the rain just falls, everything ruined as if you didn't even do anything. The dust, the marks, the everything. Hi. So I just want to show you the space of this car. This is how it looks. So whatever business that you're thinking of, if it's delivering, if whatever case it is, this is a very perfect car that you need to buy. But they are very rare these days. Like I said, that we have had these for like 6 years. Because the new ones, they do not have so much space. They're not very spacious. They don't even have a lot of airbags. This one has like 6 airbags, if I'm not mistaken. So here I'm just trying to show you the distance of this bag. And I've used this car as a bucket, trust me. I've moved with this car when we were moving to this flat where we are 4 years ago. I've moved with that. That's where when my husband was at work, I was moving. I just folded those chairs like that. I moved half, actually everything. The only thing that he came to take with the back was the fridge and the bed. As for everything else, I moved with that thing. So guys, thank you so much for watching until this far, guys. Make sure that you subscribe. At the time of this video being recorded, we are sitting at 486 subscribers. So guys, the goal is to reach 500 subscribers. Help this mama reach that goal. In case you don't want to subscribe, just consider please engaging with the video. At least just give it a like or a comment, just so that YouTube knows that these people enjoying this content, and it might push this video also to others that enjoy the same content.